the ground so they could sit down. High school students love to sit down. They just do. And just different areas like that. For the kids, a dress-up area, a Legos or building or a game area. And why do you think stations are important, especially with cooperative learning? This is another station. The reading, I had a mat on the floor, so that way we could read. Yeah, definitely cheaper furniture. Yeah, exactly. They emphasize structure. In the house, um, in the house, they know that if they want to play, they're not going to play at the kitchen table, because the parents have taught them the dining room table is to eat. Well, in most cases, some of you might be saying, no, my child still plays, but but each room has the child knows, okay, when I go into this room, this is my job. This is what I do. So it's the same thing with the story time when I have them all sit together in a group. They did go in, they did sit in a group, and they didn't mess around. They didn't take the work in the story time area. They had their work area, they worked there. When one of them, another reason for not only the structure, but also kids don't finish everything at the same time. One's going to finish their task faster than the other. So if they finish early, that's not a problem. They can go to any of the stations. Now, some people argue, um, well, if they want to play Legos all day, then they're just going to rush and do their work and then go to play the Legos. I didn't find that as a problem. I think with this interdependence where they feel that they're part of the group task, if they don't do their job well, trust me, Susie, that is the leader, or Johnny, he's going to say, no, that's not right. You didn't finish your job well. Teacher, I have found it to be very effective for getting the best out of children because they do hold each other accountable if they're all graded on the same project. So I didn't find that. Oh, cardboard box for each group. Oh, that's a great idea. Yes, exactly. They love to be in charge. Okay, so that's pretty much the end of this presentation, except I'm going to screen share. Um, I'm going to screen share some stuff. Um, Other educators that have experience in this too in higher levels, in college and other also um, in, with small children, things like that. I asked them to do a wall wisher. And so I'm going to show you the wall wisher, the Voicethread. Um, and the Voicethread is an application. It's free. Um, Sign up for an educator account. And when you sign up for an educator account, you will see, and this is the Voicethread. This is what it looks like. You can upload videos. You can upload many things. And hopefully you can hear this. Oh, wrong one. Okay, so I'm going to play this. Let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Can everybody see this Voicethread? Yes? Oh, fantastic. Okay, so let's see if you can hear it. Okay, so I did a post, and this is me. And you can write on Voicethread, you can doodle, you can type, and you can even use sound, so you can hear me talk right now. Hello, welcome to the conversation. My name is Shelly Terrell. Please share your cooperative learning strategies. Okay, so other people shared their cooperative learning strategies. You can add links. If I click here, it'll go to the blog post. We have John
Hi,
Ulrich
my name is
here.
John Ulrich, and I'm the Instructional Technology Coordinator at Downers Grove South High School in Downers Grove, Illinois. And I'm also a cooperative learning trainer, so this is kind of best of both worlds for me. My experience has been when I was training teachers and working with students in the classroom is that teachers who are most successful are the ones that have a cooperative environment. And what I mean by that is cooperative learning is not something you do here and there. It's just the mode in which you learn, because teaching collaboration skills is a long-term process. You need to focus on the social skills as well as developing positive interdependence.
No, Jerry, you are not leaving. You cannot leave. Okay, so now I'm going to skip to Jerry's. I thought that was, but you can hear all of what these educators say. Let's see what Jerry had to say.
I had a lot of cooperative learning. I had proper preparations, planned cooperative learning sessions in the library, set up different learning stations, technology I had available, along with the reference materials, booklets, magazines, learning materials in the library. A very important part is making sure that each student has assigned tasks in, and when the children would come into the library, they would go immediately to their assigned table. Each table had appropriate materials for the project. Of course, I have a lot of cooperative learning links on my website.
Okay, so those were some great ideas. You can come in, you click this right here, sign in or register, and you can add your voice and your experience to this. You can, I believe you can even add some links. So I'm going to stop sharing now because it's about time for some questions. So would anybody like to try taking the mic and getting either share your experience or with cooperative learning? Maybe there's something, a game that you play that's a great game that you think everybody should try. All you have to do is, I gave you the mic, so all you have to do is click on the talk button and make sure you click the little lock so that way you can share your experience with us or ask a question. Oh, sorry, I was talking without the microphone. Do any of you have any specific activities you do that you would like to share? I did share the jigsaw one, but there are so many more. There's the think, pair, share. I thought this would be ridiculous. I really did. I did, instead of musical chairs, I thought, oh, that's competitive. I think I read Alfie Cohn's that said it was competitive. So I did cooperative musical chairs with the kids, and I felt so silly because I thought, oh, this isn't going to work. Cooperative musical chairs. Has anybody ever heard of that? No? Okay, it's where you get the chairs and then you take one by one, and the kids have to try and figure out how all of them can fit in the less chairs. So eventually you have one chair with 20 kids trying to sit in it. But actually they thought it was a lot of fun. They had so much fun and they laughed a lot and it really worked. So I do recommend the cooperative version of musical chairs.
Can you hear me?
Jerry, are you? Oh, yes.
Okay. Well, I was going to share, we just have moved some of our books, our literature circles, into a cooperative learning situation where the students are in different reading novel books within their class, and they take the ownership of identifying like vocabulary words, plotting out where the story is, but they all do it within their small groups, and the teacher just moderates through KidBlog or through Edmodo. They do a lot of back channeling while they're in their discussion groups, and then everybody within that grade, even though they might not be in that classroom, get to see what all the different people are talking about, so they get to extend the conversations to everybody within their grade, not specifically just in their class. But they really take the ownership of reading the book and hashing out all the questions and the thought process and the I guess figuring out the climax and the who the good guy is, the vocabulary words. It's really neat, and they have become such more active readers by reading their books this way.
Thanks, Melissa, for sharing. That's fantastic. And that brings up a good point. Most of the tasks that we have, like reading and reading a certain book and stuff, we can make them all have cooperative components or the elements in it. we can structure them that way, the tasks. And that was a really good example of, you know, how it encourages reading and literacy. I always think, you know, children want to share what they learn. You know, when we're excited about things that we find or things we know, especially kids, you know, they want to share, and it just makes it more fun if they can. So that's a really good example. And then Christina, you don't have a microphone. Is that right? So I can read what you, for the recording later, when others see the recording, I can read your statement. Okay, so Christina said, for writing, I asked students to brainstorm the criteria for successful or whatever it is we are going to write. Then everyone gets a role and one student has to watch the criteria while the group is writing. I also sit down and write the same task. Then they evaluate my writing. Afterwards, they evaluate each other's. Only positive comments. That's great. That's it. Oh, I bet they love grading you or evaluating you. Did anybody else want to share a cooperative learning activity they do?
Hey, can you hear me? In my Countries of the World project, I had each group make the flag of the country. I only gave them the colored paper. I had rulers for them, scissors, so they had to use a little math and a little ingenuity to actually make the flag. And it was a lot of fun, especially because the teachers were able to use the flags in their classroom.
Great idea, because then they also get to learn about cultures as well. Oh, that's fantastic, Melissa. I'll add that to the wiki as well. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll wrap up. That was these were some great ideas, and please feel free to share more in the voice thread. Let me go ahead and give you the wiki again. So you'll be able to share in the voice thread, or you can always find me. Let me go ahead and get my document up one more time for the very, very, very end, so you can see. Okay, so that's the wiki site address, and then that's my email. So if you, and on Twitter, I am Shell Terrell, and on Facebook, I'm facebook.com Shelly Terrell. So pretty easy to find. Thank you all so much, and maybe I'll see you next Friday for ideas of using drama with learners. Bye from Prague.